welcome to NameHero. I'm Ryan, the founder and CEO. In this video, I want to talk about WordPress web hosting for 2020. So 2020 makes NameHero's 5th year in business, and at the end of 2019, NameHero was actually ranked the best WordPress web host for 2020 by a popular YouTuber, Daryl Wilson, and also WordPress industry expert. Daryl did a case study where he took some of the most popular WordPress hosting brands out there: SiteGround, A2 Hosting, Green Geeks, HostPapa, Fast Comment, 1-in-1, GoDaddy, Bluehost, TMD Hosting, Media Temple, HostGator, HighPage, and InMotion Hosting. And what he did is he signed up at all these companies, NameHero, of course, and he put a WordPress website up with a theme. So it's a live site, not just the default WordPress template, and some plugins. And then he monitored the page performance, the load time, the uptime, the reliability, and also the customer service and support. And he did this over 60 days. He did it anonymously. So when he signed up for these companies, he didn't tell us that he was signing up. And then he published all this on his YouTube channel. And NameHero, we came out #1. And when he told me this, I can't give enough credit to our team here at NameHero. This is simply not Ryan's doing. I'm simply the guy that developed the platform and released it out. I have to credit our team here at NameHero because our team has continued to work extremely hard to get where we are today. But I want to explain, not so much in this video as touting this award, but explaining what we offer and how we can help you in your business. But I am certainly, this award, this ranking from Daryl, this all does go to our team. And, again, I can't say enough about all of their hard work. But let's head back to NameHero and let's talk about, how we can help you and your business with your WordPress website in 2020. So back in 2014, when I was developing the NameHero platform, what I envisioned was a high-speed, reliable, dependable, scalable web host that was affordable for individuals, small businesses, websites of all shapes and sizes. So what I saw in the industry was this gap in the web hosting industry. Is there was these discount web hosts where you could sign up and get started, $4.30 a month, $2 a month, or whatever. But then as your website grew, you had to go to a dedicated server, or you had to move over to another provider because they couldn't handle the website growth. Kind of the discount hosting and then premium hosting. So with NameHero, I envisioned this one-stop shop. Regardless if you're just starting your first website, or if you've had your website for a decade or two, or if you really have a really popular website already, and that those that start small can kind of scale as they grow, that's affordable. So that's was my vision behind NameHero, and offering this at a affordable rate. So with my businesses, I've been working online since 1998. I've always had pretty expensive hosting. I've always had popular websites and have always had to build out my own servers and customize everything. So I wanted to take all this work out for the everyday person that has a website, so they could sign up for a affordable hosting plan that was high speed and quality. It did not have to worry about managing their own servers. So that was the foundation behind NameHero, and that's what we continue to build on here. So as we enter our 5th year in business, if you're an individual, small business, or regardless of what size your website, you're going to find a hosting package for you. So let's talk about our basic hosting package first, and then I'll explain some of our other options as well. So right here on our main page, you can see our super fast web hosting. And this is our featured product because I would say 9 out of 10 websites, they start here. This is your first website, or if you have an existing website, this is where you start. And then as you grow and get more traffic or your needs increase, then you can scale up. And we make that simple at NameHero. So let's talk about what makes us a little bit different here at NameHero. One is speed. Speed's everything. Nowadays, with mobile devices and visitors from all across the world, if your website's slow, you're going to lose traffic. You're going to lose customers. You're going to lose leads. So at NameHero, our platform has been optimized with premium hardware and premium software vendors, and optimized and tweaked so your website loads extremely fast. 99.9% website uptime. So this is something we take extremely serious at NameHero. So we just recently published this page on our site that talks about our 99.9% uptime. So a lot of providers make this claim, but if you look in the fine print, they'll have an asterisk, or in their service level agreement, it's network uptime or it's server uptime. Well, how's that different? Well, network uptime essentially means that the network that your website's on never loses internet connectivity. That's not a measure of website uptime, because the network could be online, but your site could be offline because of a server error. Some companies measure server uptime. Well, if you use MySQL and the MySQL is offline, but the web server's online, then it's still showing as up. Your website's not online. So, make sure you pay attention to that in fine print when you're shopping web hosts. At NameHero, our uptime is actually website uptime, not network, not server. It's your actual website. So this page helps explain it a little bit more. And I also have a video that's dedicated to talking about this. So I won't go into as much detail as I did in this video, but check out this page if you want to learn more. But we do publish uptime reports for entire years. So we actually prove this claim here so that you know that I'm not just making this claim, just saying this in our marketing, that it is an actual claim. So that's a big thing. If your website's offline, it's costing you money. I get it. I've had online businesses since the late 90s. I know just how much an hour of downtime can cost. So it's very important to us that your website stays online. Instantly scalable. So this is another thing that I was talking about at the beginning is as your website grows, you have to be able to go to the next tier, get more resources. This is a problem I ran into in the late 90s, early 2000s is I would launch a website, I would work on it, it would grow, get more traffic, get popular, and then I would reach a limit. And that would be a hosting limit in terms of bandwidth or RAM. Basically, I needed more resources to power all the new visitors. So at NameHero, we make that easy. With our cloud platform, you can start off with one package. Your website starts to grow. You get featured on Facebook, or a post goes viral on social media. And you need to add more resources. You can easily do that inside of our interface. So you can start small and kind of pay as you grow. One-click WordPress installation and staging. So WordPress, WordPress powers the majority of the internet, or the majority of the web, of the individual and small businesses websites out there. And so it's very important at NameHero that we're optimized around WordPress, and we make it super easy to install WordPress, upgrade WordPress, and also stage WordPress. If you want to make edits to your site, you don't want to make live edits because it could interfere with your current customers. So we make it easy. You can just duplicate your site in one click, deploy it to another area, work on it, and then when you're finished, you can publish those changes without interrupting your live traffic. At NameHero, we offer Lightspeed web server, so it's up to 20 times faster than Apache, which is the default web server that's out there. And Lightspeed is a drop-in replacement for it, meaning your website will still act and behave the same in terms of if you're moving from another web host, such as HostGator, Bluehost, it will still operate the same, just faster. So you don't have to worry about making modifications to your code. We offer free and automatic secure certificates. That's kind of the standard nowadays. Google Chrome especially, it shows a warning if your site doesn't have SSL. So most providers are starting to offer this. We've been doing this since 2016, and we'll continue. We only use solid state disk inside of our network, so SSD drives are a lot faster. These are becoming the industry standard, but some discount hosts do not use them because they are more costly. At NameHero, that's a standard. We don't own traditional SATA hard drives, and we also provide free website migration. So if you're moving to NameHero from another host, we will help you move your website over. We try to take all that the guesswork out of moving your site over. We understand how stressful it can be moving from another web host. So let's take a look at our packages. If I click Get Started, I'm going to show you our different tiers here at NameHero. So I'm going to scroll down the page here. So from starter to business. So this is where 9 out of 10 websites or webmasters or businesses get started. Starter is what it is. It is what it says. For those that are just starting up, this package allows for one website, and we've put an estimate of 10,000 visits a month. So this is not a cap. So your website might get 10,000 or less, or it might even get more. But this is an estimate based on the number of resources available for this package. So some of our viewers out there, some of our customers, they're not, they get kind of confused on, or they don't know, how much RAM do I need? How much resources do I need for my website? So we try to make it very simple by putting an estimate number of visitors. So this way you can look at your Google Analytics or whatever you're using to track your visitors, and you can see, well, I'm getting 5,000 visits a month. I'm getting 100,000 visits a month, whatever that is, and you can pick the most appropriate package. And of course, it doesn't cap out. It's an estimate, so you might reach way more than this. But then when you need more resources, you can simply add more inside of your client interface. So if you sign up for the starter cloud, if you sign up for a year, and within that year you realize, man, I need to upgrade, you can upgrade at any time and your balance will carry forward, meaning that you don't lose any money that you've already paid. But the starter, again, it's good for one website, one individual site. If you, add more or need hosting for more websites, and you want to check out our Plus Cloud. And I would say that's probably, or is not probably, that is our most popular package because it allows you the ability to host 6 websites. So not just, many people that if they have one, most of the time they're going to have another website, or if they're a business and run promotions for the holidays, they might have a different landing page or domain that needs hosting. So they don't want to limit themselves. And also the Plus Cloud, it has more resources. So it allows you more room for growth. And so you have the ability to host extra websites, you have some little cushion for growth, and it also operates a little bit faster. So the Plus is the most popular. All of our packages do offer unlimited storage. So you don't have to worry about, how many gigabytes your website is. But if you hover over this I, you're going to notice a maximum number of inodes or files. So you can just call this, the total files in your account. Both the starter and plus are 250,000. You can't have any more than 250,000 files with these two. And with the turbo and business, it's 500,000 files. So again, the average WordPress website, maybe 8,000 files, 10,000 files. So these limits are really, really high. Most people do not reach them. If you do, most of the time it's because you're using, your web hosting for your emails and you haven't cleaned out an email box in some time. That's 9 out of 10 times when we see that in the support center. It's because someone has an email account that they don't check or forgot about, and once they clear it up, that's fine. So, all of these, you've got plenty of room for space, but the difference in packages is the number of websites you can host and the resources. So the resources, again, dependent on how much traffic that you're pushing to your website, and we allow this easy pay-as-you-grow model. So most people start with the Plus. If you're a startup or an individual with your first-time blog or first-time site, you might start here, but most people start here and then upgrade to here as needed. Now, if you already have a site that's getting traffic and you're getting 50,000, 30,000 visitors a month, then you want to look over to this side of your screen. These packages are meant to host a little bit faster or a little bit more demanding websites. More websites that are getting taxed. And once again, these packages, everything is completely optimized for WordPress. I would say 98% of our customers at NameHero, they utilize WordPress in some capacity or another, whether that be for their entire website or for just their blog. So everything is optimized. Now you'll notice these different RAM limits, and this coincides with those visitors. So, just like in your computer, the more RAM you have in your computer, the more tabs you can have open, the more programs you can have open, and the faster your computer runs. That's the same here with your hosting package. The more RAM that it has, the faster the website runs. The more traffic you get, the more visitors you get, the more sales you're conducting, the more RAM that you need. So that kind of is a big differentiating factor. Now at NameHero, we're also very transparent with these limits. We put these on our packages, and then when you sign up, inside of our control panel, you can see what your actual usage is in any given moment. So you can see if you're reaching that limit, and then if you're getting close to it, you can upgrade, and we'll also show you, those options. So it's not a surprise, or it's not a guessing game. How close am I to these limits? All right, all of our packages have our website toolkit. And I'll just kind of briefly highlight this. So this has our one-click page builder, or what you see is what you get, Website Titan Page Builder. If you scroll to the bottom, I've got a video on this. So down here towards the bottom, down here. right down here on our drag and drop editor. So for those that don't want to use WordPress, if you just want to deploy your website, drag and drop and edit, not install anything, then that does come complimentary on all of our hosting packages. And we've got a lot of information here about Website Titan, our drag and drop builder. So if that's an option for you, check out that video. If you're just looking to get your site online or redesign it, and you don't want to worry about WordPress, that is an option. Now, for our WordPress folks out there, as I said, most customers, they do decide to use WordPress, and we have the one-click installing, the one-click staging, the auto updates, and this all just simplifies WordPress. So you can deploy WordPress with a click, you can update it with a click, and you can stage it. You can duplicate your site, work on it, and publish back out those changes. So a lot of our customers, they love having that at their fingertips, not having to upload, not having to mess with code. Everything is very simple. We also have unlimited email accounts, databases, subdomains. So, if you're going to be using your hosting package for email, you can create an unlimited number of accounts. If you're using WordPress, you're going to need a database, so it's unlimited. And subdomains. So a lot of our customers, they set up subdomains for different sections of their websites. If you're an agency, you might have a billing subdomain. You might have a client subdomain. So you can have unlimited on all of our packages. Our Security Shield is an interesting product because this helps secure your WordPress website or your website in general. But it's tailored specifically towards intrusion detection and prevention. So we take a proactive and a reactive approach. So we're actually utilizing technology that has artificial intelligence, and it learns as the days and weeks go on. As it sees new threats, it learns how to block these threats efficiently. And also, as far as reactive, if you have a WordPress site or website that becomes infected with malware, maybe you didn't update it, maybe you had a weak password, we also have protection to help clean up against that. So our Security Shield, it prevents attacks and also cleans up after stuff. We hope you don't have to clean up anything. We hope that things stay updated and you don't have any issues, but that technology is available for you had you run into an issue. We typically see infections if you're coming from another web host and maybe you haven't updated things or kept clean in a while, or maybe that host just didn't have good malware protection or offer malware protection. So we can help you get cleaned up if that happens. But we really like to take that proactive approach, keeping your website clean. So our Security Shield has the best of both worlds, and that's free on all of these accounts. Our superhero features, these are the features that set NameHero apart. Lightspeed web server, Lightspeed caching. I was just recently talking with a customer on the phone last week, and we were talking about caching their website, their WordPress website. Lightspeed Cache is the most popular WordPress caching plugin out there because it is the best, arguably. And I've got several videos on our YouTube channel and on our blog, some tutorials and stuff talking about Lightspeed Cache. The Lightspeed Cache, it works alongside the Lightspeed web server. So there's a lot of cache plugins for WordPress, but they're developed independently from the people who develop the web server. So it's not as integrated fully. So Lightspeed Cache, it's this unlimited plugin. And again, I've got if you scroll down here, I've got a video tutorial that talks about increasing your WordPress website speed, how to make your WordPress blazing fast. And I specifically highlight that Lightspeed Cache technology in there. And so that's a huge bonus to going with NameHero, because web hosts that do not have Lightspeed cannot utilize that caching plugin. Solid state drives, we kind of covered that. They're protected by RAID 10. Cloudflare with Railgun. All of our packages allow you to seamlessly integrate with Cloudflare and their Railgun for free. So that's a premium Cloudflare feature that you can integrate with for their content delivery network as well as their security protection. We offer cPanel with Cloud Linux operating system, so you can use multiple versions of PHP. You can easily manage your website right inside of our control panel. You don't have to have any software. There's no coding or anything like that. We offer free nightly and free weekly backups. Just on our YouTube channel, I published our Jet Backup video that talks about how to manage those. So your website, if you ever need to restore a backup, I show you exactly how to in that video. 99.9% uptime. We've highlighted that. That's website uptime, not our network, not our servers, your actual website. And we do have 24/7 support via telephone, live chat, and our ticket desk. So these are our hosting packages. Most people start with the Plus Cloud package, then they upgrade from there. Now, we also have our Netherlands data center. So for those of you that are in North America, our default data center is United States. We're located in Lansing, Michigan, and Phoenix, Arizona. So if you're in the US or if you're in Canada or Mexico, our US data center typically works the best. But if you are international, our Netherlands data center, and you just click this to toggle it. So this will actually, you can see, this shows the Netherlands data center. So for our EU customers, this is just a data center closer. If you go to our About Us page, so let's go here. And this is linked at the bottom of the site if you need to find it, right here, About Us. You can see we have a speed test. So what you can do is click these links, and you can actually test the speed from your computer to one of our data centers to see which one's fastest for you. And that can help make your decision, on which data center is best for you. Most customers, again, North America, you choose US, but if you're international, you might want to choose the Netherlands data center. At NameHero, our pricing is we reward customers for the longer they sign up. So the longer you sign up, the more you're going to save. We're currently running a special. Our winter special is 52% off. Now, this is a special promotion for new customers, and it's kind of first come, first serve. When you watch this video, you might watch it, and it might be different. And so I cannot, unfortunately, honor this discount. If you watch this and it's not on the site, then I apologize. Stick with us. We'll have more sales in the future. But right now, 52% off is the discount running. But the longer you sign up, the more you're going to save. So if you sign up for 3 years, you save a good bit off. Whereas if you signed up for a year, our Plus Cloud, if you signed up for 3 years versus a year. Now our Turbo and Business, you can go month to month. On our Starter and Plus, there's no month-to-month option because we feel that these lower tier packages, that you're able to bundle everything in and pay for a year up front. Most of our customers, what we found is paying, just a couple dollars a month can sometimes get annoying, or they can forget, credit card expire. So these two packages are available starting at a year. And if you want to go month to month, then you choose the Turbo or Business plan. And again, you start off with the discount at 52%. Now our discount is the first billing cycle. So the first billing cycle means your first invoice. So if you just sign up month to month, you're only going to save that first month. Whereas if you sign up for 3 years, you get that 55% off for that entire 3 years. So it's a heck of a deal. That's what I personally recommend. If you can sign up for 3 years and save 52%, why wouldn't you? Some customers don't want to, so it's really up to you, how you want to go about that. But for the most savings, that's what I would recommend. All right, so that's our web hosting packages kind of in a nutshell, and our YouTube channel explains all this stuff in detail, so make sure you subscribe to that if you have not already. But at NameHero, we try to make it as easy as possible to scale as you grow. So most people, they start at Plus and then they grow upwards. Now, if your website is getting more than 100,000 visitors a month, or you need to customize everything from the operating system down. So with our basic hosting, you're on a shared node, meaning that these nodes have kind of general settings optimized for what's best for kind of the masses. But if you have to be very specific, if you're running a custom application outside of WordPress, something you've developed yourself, or again, you have a WordPress site and it's getting over 100,000 visitors a month, then you might need to check out our VPS hosting. So we have a lot of VPS customers out there, those that are getting more than 100,000 visitors a month or have some really demanding needs. These are the packages that you need to be looking at. They're very similar to our basic hosting packages in the fact they're deployed on our high-speed cloud. So once you're on, our Hero 2 gigabyte, you can easily scale up to the 8 gigabyte inside of our interface. The big difference here between our VPS and our basic hosting is light speed. So these are all deployed with Apache as the default. If you want to add Lightspeed, you can, but Lightspeed's a premium web server, so you actually have to get a license. So we will provide the license and we will install and configure it for you, but you have to add that on to the month-to-month rate. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at our VPS hosting. But our VPSs do allow for full root access, so if you can go from the operating system down and customize it to fit your exact needs. So if you're getting over 100,000 visitors a month, this is where you need to be looking. And you can see
our RAM and CPU cores, these are completely dedicated to just you. So unlike our basic hostings on a shared node, our VPSs are your own virtual private server, hence the name. So check out this page if that fits you. Much like our web hosting, you can buy for a year, or you can go month to month on all of our VPSs. And you can also go 6 months on our VPS. The longer you sign up, the more you save. We currently have 45% off for new customers. So again, if you sign up for a year, you get 45% off that entire year, versus if you sign up for a month, you just get the 45% off for that month. Finally, we have our cloud dedicated. So these are the big guns, so hence the big price. These can only be ordered month to month, and your first month is right now 45% off. And it starts at their standard cloud all the way up to our hypersonic cloud. So these are for those that are really, really needing a lot of high demand. So if you're getting the millions of visitors a month, then this is where you need to be looking. And we have some customers, that are getting 250,000 visitors a day on WordPress. And you'll find some amazing site load times going with these solutions. And these are all deployed in the cloud as well. So, you can start with our VPSs, and your VPS can actually be scaled to a cloud dedicated, not migrated. There's no switching machines. You can actually resize it to a cloud dedicated in real time. It takes about 15 minutes. I normally say allow for about 30 minutes of potential downtime for a couple reboots, but there is no migration. The whole infrastructure is virtually scalable. So it scales on demand. You don't have to, we don't have to shut down your VPS and migrate it. You can expand outwards to these. So this is kind of, as I said at the beginning of the video, it's my goal with NameHero to be the one-stop shop. For those that are just getting started, to those that have mid-sized businesses, to those that are getting really a lot of traffic. We want to offer you high-speed, reliable web hosting at an affordable rate for every website. We don't want to just be NameHero's good for X amount of hits. We want to be NameHero's your one-stop shop. And so that's our cloud dedicateds are expensive, but these are for our enterprise customers. You have full root access to these machines, and these have fully dedicated processors in them, meaning that you have all this processing power at your fingertips for your site, whereas our hypersonic has 2 dedicated processors. And again, these can all be scaled. So you can start off with our standard and go all the way up to the hypersonic in real time. All right, finally, we have our reseller hosting. So this is for those that are agencies, or if you're trying to offer your customers high quality web hosting. Essentially, our reseller hosting allows you to buy space in bulk, like our web hosting, space in bulk, and you can deploy child web hosting accounts to your customers, and you can charge them to make extra money. So say you're a WordPress designer, a developer, and you also want to offer your customers hosting services, our reseller hosting is the place to get started. Or you might just be an agency, a marketing agency that has many different websites, and you want to be able to deploy separate cPanel accounts for each website, but you don't want to have your own VPS. And so we see a lot of customers that do that as well. Our reseller hosting also has Lightspeed web server. It's deployed on top of our cloud, and it's easily scalable, just like our web hosting is. So a lot of customers that have multiple sites that, or multiple sites and multiple clients, this is where they start off, because it allows for those individual control panels for each domain. So wherever you fit, ask yourself, what type of business do I have and what are my needs? Most people start basic hosting, and then you can scale upwards. We have many different avenues, and we try to make that as easy as possible. So at NameHero, we are obsessed with customer service. In our mission statement here, it's not only just to provide a high-speed, reliable, and scalable hosting service to individuals and small businesses that's easy and affordable, we back it with superb customer service and support. So it's very important to us, outside of, when Daryl awarded it, when we got this award, that was awesome, to see the performance of NameHero. But we can have the best performing servers. We can have the highest uptime. But if we don't have, in my opinion, the best customer service and support to back it, then we really have nothing. And so that is something we take extremely serious here at NameHero. If you're having questions, what is the best hosting package? Where should I start? Where's my business fit in? That's where our superhero team comes into play. you can click our support link at the top. And if you go down here, you can see you can call us, you can live chat us, or you can email us. And we have tons of articles in here. We've got our blog. You can get down here and see the recent blog post. And then we have our YouTube channel. So you can click here. It's probably going to start playing a video. Apologize if it is. Yep. Okay, so we have our YouTube channel. There we have about 7,000 subscribers in our community. Feel free to click subscribe. And we have tons of videos, just like the one you're watching, that will explain a lot of stuff as well. So we try to get as much information to you out there so you can make the best decision for your website. Daryl, again, put us up against the test against so many other companies, some well-respected companies. I still have a lot of respect for all of these companies that we went up against. But can NameHero work for you? That's up to you to make the decision. I can talk about us as much as I can, speak, and Daryl can show you his findings. But really, what's best for your website is your decision. So, Daryl has his case study. I've explained what we offer here at NameHero. We have a review page. You can go read what other customers are saying and kind of our mission, what we're out to do. But put us to the test. That's where you can really see what works best for you. We offer a 30-day money-back period, so sign up with NameHero. If you don't like us in 30 days, then cancel your account and get your money back. That's put us a test. If you don't like it, if it doesn't work out, then get your money back. I believe you're going to have a great experience with us here at NameHero. We want to work with you. We want to be your provider of choice, and we want to make WordPress as easy as possible for you and help you scale to that next level. Rest assured at NameHero, if your site gets really popular or if your site is really popular, we're here to help it grow. We want to work with you long-term in your business. We don't want to be the provider that, you sign up with us now and then in 5 years down the road you have to move because your website's too big. NameHero, we are your one-stop shop. Me personally, I developed a platform based on my sites that were getting tons of traffic, and I needed a solution. I wish we had NameHero for my own businesses because it would have made life a lot easier. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them on this video. Check out our YouTube channel because I kind of highlighted everything in a nutshell today in this video, but I'm going to go through specifically, and I do on our YouTube channel already, but I'll be updating some of the videos as well with more specifics about what we offer and how exactly we can help your business, because of course everyone out there is different. Everyone's website or business operates differently, so I'm going to get even more specific in certain videos. But if you have questions or comments or a type of video that you'd like to see, feel free to leave a comment on this video. If you like this video, if it helped you kind of understand NameHero and what we're doing and how we can help your business, we certainly do appreciate a thumbs up, and make sure you click that subscribe button so you'll get the latest content as we publish it. But thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being on our journey for the last 5 years. It's been amazing. We certainly thank you all for making NameHero the #1 ranked WordPress web host for 2020. We look forward to many more years here in the future and being your partner in business. So thanks so much for watching. Once again, I'm Ryan, the founder and CEO here at NameHero.com.